It's a real honor to be guarding your body, sir.
Honk at that broad!
Clear? The pig is in the poke.
Oh, for Pete's sake. You know, I really don't care for that code name.
Hold it. What's your clearance?
We just want to get a snack.
Access denied.
But Dad!
Look out, March! Cat!
I know you're excited about starting a new job, but could you just relax?
runs thicker than water. Blood runs thicker than water. Blood runs thicker than water. But both feel the same when your eyes are closed. I am the river's daughter.
Did you notice these things in Miles Morales movies? The date on Miles' test papers says Decemberary. When Miles and Peters did the lab heist, we saw that all of the staff tried to take them out, but for some reason, this woman didn't. In the same scene, Miles throws a bagel at one of the scientists, and it says bagel instead of pow or blam. Miles Morales' apology video somehow has more dislikes than likes. The bridge Miles fights the Kingpin on looks exactly like the opening scene in the Daredevil show, which the Kingpin is in a lot. At the start of the first movie, Miles said that not tying his shoes was a choice. Then, he trips on them while training, but later in the film, when he commits to being more responsible, his shoes are tied. Also at the start of the first movie, Miles' swinging is animated in 12 frames per second, but towards the end, he's swinging in 24 frames per second to show how much more skilled he got. For exactly one frame in the movie, Miles' face gets shaped like the Spider-Man popsicle meme. This billboard near Spot's apartment says all of it, always, all over the place.
Do you ever get a little?
Wait, does this actually work? I'ma try it.
What can I get for 12 prize tickets?
2 thumbtacks and a mustache comb. Or 5 rubber bands.
What can I get for 8,000 tickets?
A BB gun.
Can I try that sometime?
Yeah, sure.
Thanks, Nelson. I'll come by your house
Oh,
later.
no, you won't. You stay away from...
What can I get? See that fat lady with the mustache? That's you.
See that hippo rolling in dung? You're the dung.
Out of the house, kids.
And you two play nice. Hey, Martin, what are you doing?
Excavating for arrowheads. You can brush and I can blow.
I agree, you blow. A lot of people blow, but no one blows like you. Can you look up blow in the dictionary?
Marty's not gonna get it.
Martin, I made a major discovery.
It could be one of the major homos.
You're one of the major.
Forget it.
Martin!
Oh my God! Come on, wake up. You can't just run away from this.
I can bike away much faster and ring the bell to drown out bad thoughts.
Martin could be seriously hurt or worse.
You're right. We have to do something. Let's watch TV.
The victim's name is Martin Prince.
What's your final word on the principal?
What can I get for
Trading 212, the all-in-one wealth-building app.
Let's face it, we've all got insecurities about our bodies. But for some people, the ways they try and fix them only make things worse. Much worse. Now, let's not be quick to judge anyone, but hopefully there's a lesson or two we can learn from their mistakes. So belt up, rookie. We've got everything from boulder biceps to exploding butt cheeks to get through. I'm already out of breath, and this is only the warm-up. Alright, let's find out what happens when fake muscles go wrong. Sylvester Stallone. When it comes to the perfect male physique, everyone has their own ideals. Whether that's Tyler Durden, Arnold Schwarzenegger, or like this Brazilian man, your favorite 80s action hero. But he's less Rambo and more Rambo-no. See, despite most of this guy's body looking average and healthy, his biceps are horribly inflamed and infected. We don't know for sure what happened as there's very little information out there about him, but he was almost definitely using something called synthol, and lots of it. Synthol is a grotesque mixture of oil, painkillers, and alcohol that bodybuilders sometimes inject into their muscles to make them look extra swole before competitions. But some people like our Brazilian friend here have all the gear and no idea. He's used it as a kind of cheat code to look super jacked without shifting any iron at all. Unsurprisingly, pumping your arms with a load of slimy cocktail really isn't good for you. There's the obvious muscle deformities which don't exactly scream peak aesthetic to me. But there's also increased risk of nerve damage, infections, and much worse. Sheesh. Well, I hope his big arms make him happy. At least he's modeled himself after Sylvester Stallone because his future might get a little rocky. Candace get any worse? Hold the phone. If synthol is so dangerous, why bother? Well, because it has potentially fewer side effects than the alternative, anabolic steroids. These are medicines often misused by bodybuilders to enhance their muscle growth. Unlike synthol, they do actually stimulate real growth, but their side effects can be severe, something Candace Armstrong from London, UK knows all too well. Candace suffered with terrible body dysmorphia, a mental condition where you get hung up on perceived bodily flaws that realistically no one else would notice. So she began working out to improve her self-image. After 2 years of daily 3-hour workouts, however, she still wasn't happy. She wanted better, faster progress. One of her fellow gym goers recommended Trenbolone. Trenbolone is an anabolic steroid that works by mimicking natural hormones like testosterone and human growth hormone, or HGH. It boosts muscle growth by increasing how much protein your body can absorb and generates large amounts of muscle tissue. Sure enough, the more Candace took, the bigger she grew, and the less insecure she felt. Great, right? But her body responded to this spike in hormones in a truly shocking way. Only a few weeks after starting her new regime, Candace began growing facial and body hair, and her voice became deeper. What? Yep. Because Trenbolone mimics testosterone, the male sex hormone, it can very literally make women more masculine. For Candace, these changes started off gradual. However, after 2 years of Trenbolone use, Candace was almost unrecognizable from her past self. She's even taken to wearing men's clothes to escape the abuse she was getting on the street. Dang, that's horrible. Last I found, Candace was seeking professional help to manage her image issues. I sure hope she's feeling better now. She's been through a lot. Carol me softly. The world of fitness influencers has become super competitive in recent years, but Russian Army veteran Kirill Tereshin has taken extreme measures to keep an arm in the race. And I don't think you've seen an arm quite like this. Kirill, also known as Russian Popeye, started injecting synthol into his arms at the age of 20. After 4 years of pursuing his ideal male physique, which is apparently the Discord logo, he had to undergo emergency surgery to remove excess fluid and dead muscle from his triceps. Ugh, I'm gonna barf. Despite this, there's still a huge lump of petroleum jelly in his bicep, which he refused to have removed. In fact, he's only gone further with his surge of body modifications. Kirill briefly switched his attention to his legs, getting silicone implants in his calves. I used to have one of those in my school pencil case, and that's not all. It gets even more extreme. As a lifelong fan of extraterrestrials, Kirill's current plan is to turn himself into one. So he shaped his jaw, forehead, cheeks, and lips to appear